Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is the 22nd of March, and it is a Wednesday. The moon is in Aries still. We had a new moon in Aries and yesterday, and the day before that, we had the sun move into Aries. The day before that, we had Mercury move into Aries. We have about 5 Aries placements: the sun, the moon, Jupiter, Chiron, and Mercury, all in Aries. So it's the Aries Palooza right now. And we're sort of on a little bit on pins and needles, I think. This sort of reminds me, the energy that I'm feeling today reminds me of the cartoons, when the cartoon character starts to run and really, really fast, but he sort of runs in place. And then all of a sudden, his foot like hits the ground. He goes, pachoo, and he goes off, right? That's kind of what the energy of today feels like. It's like we're sort of running in place, but at any moment, we can get some traction, and we'll find ourselves in all the way down the road. And I know there's a lot of people waiting for something to happen. Don't fret about that. Things are going to happen, and we're going to deal with them as they come up. But yeah, there's a lot of initiatory energy. You're going to want to feel like you want to start something. Now, we do have Mars finally, I believe, finally out of its shadow. Mars, the ruler of Aries, is still in Gemini. At the end of the week, it's going to dive into Cancer, although it doesn't like necessarily swimming. Mars isn't a big swimmer, although it can. It's more of a runner or a dasher or a dancer, and sometimes a prancer. Sorry. For all my Aries folks out there, they can picture themselves doing all those things, I'm sure. But yeah, things are moving. And then tomorrow we have the big Pluto moving into Aquarius, first time since the American and French revolutions. It's interesting because France is up in arms right now about they're doing a non-confidence vote, I think, on Macron, because he wanted to raise the age of retirement. Now, those of us in America are like, you want to raise the retirement age from 62 to 64? We're like, we'd live there. That'd be okay with us, considering most people in America probably don't even think they can ever retire if they want to, I don't know, eat. Anywho, but here in America, of course, we're having our own sort of revolution, our own coming back. Of course, we have Pluto in Capricorn, so we're having, sort of a soul retrieval situation. And Pluto will be in Capricorn. Pluto will be in Aquarius for only a little under 3 months. And then back into Capricorn, and then next year it's in Capricorn for about 3 months, and then the rest of the time it's in Aquarius. So next year is actually more significant when it comes to Pluto in Aquarius. But I think what's significant now is the change, the shift, the intimations of the possible future, and hopefully we can come together. I know Xi Jinping and Putin came together to do some sort of agreement. They're talking, I think, about a Chinese peace plan, which of course is just the Chinese backing what the Russians want. And of course the Russians should just leave the Ukraine, because the Ukraine is a sovereign country. And of course, we're kind of rich to tell people to get out of a sovereign country, considering what we did in Iraq. But these are all lessons, right? These are all lessons. It's not really about pointing fingers. It's that, we're all doing it. So let's just stop. Let's just stop. Anywho, that's my own opinion. I think I'll just keep it to myself. Although it did come out, didn't it? So things are getting a bit greener. Yesterday, I was out in the driveway cleaning up, tidying up the driveway so that the garden starts to look better. I'm still not quite in the garden because it was like 30 degrees this morning. Oh my goodness, look what I found. I didn't even know these were here. The sneaky little guys. There we go. Crocuses. There's one. Oh, there's a whole bunch here. I should probably clean this up so the crocuses. And over here we have a crocus. Now these crocuses we probably didn't plant. Ay, ay, ay. This is dangerous around here. Crocus. It's dangerous. Why? Because of all this wisteria that likes to trip me up. Bastards. Yeah. Don't grow wisteria in your yard, folks. It's a nightmare, but it is beautiful when it blooms. But I don't know if it's worth the pain for that little bloom time. But then when I sit underneath it, I'm like, oh. So I guess I'll get over it. These are tulips. These are tulips right here to come up, and those I think are lilies, maybe. More tulips over there. And of course the iris is coming up here and the tulips. But how exciting. A few more blooms today. I'm loving it. And you can see that we were tidying up over here. Michael and I mostly did this. Michael had to go around the perimeter of because we live on Main Street. People drop a lot of plastic out their window. Disgusting. And it sort of accumulates around our stone wall. So Michael went and picked up all the bottles and knickknacks and pieces of paper and whatever else was around along the front wall of the property. But yeah, that's what's happening, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day here. I am definitely going to be out here when I'm not doing readings on people. So if you are interested in having a astrology Kabbalah reading, I do have availability still. Mostly for next week. This week is pretty tight. But yeah, life is good, yeah? All right, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Much love, everyone. Namaste. Oh, and it's Michael's birthday today. So we may do something special. I'll let you know. Maybe we'll do something. I'm working most of the day, but we can figure something out to celebrate Mikey's birthday. Aries extraordinaire, my husband. And now there are 5 planets in Aries. So you can imagine how many ideas are floating around in his head and how many he started. All right, guys. Take care. Namaste.